Hey, test, test. If anybody's there, can you tell me if you can hear me or not? That'd be very helpful.
Here's Dan Redbeard. That's a pretty cool dude, man. I was listening to him on Uncle Will earlier tonight.
Yeah.
Very, very smart dude. After listening to him for a little bit, I subscribed to the guy. I suggest you do too. If somebody would mind, drop a guy's link out there. May have some good information for you. He's an intelligent dude, man. So
Yeah.
for sure.
You can tell he knows his way around the IT department as well.
Yeah.
I guess it's the day for the Irish to rage, Chuck.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
Dan Redbeard. That's a good name. This Dan Redbeard motherfucker, he can say he's been around whatever. I don't know this dude.
But I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real.
That always makes me laugh. Hey.
Nobody fucking with me, motherfucker. Church. Who am I? Come observe the exhibit. This blue collar honky made it from 50 cent in the business. Got rich, dime, realer, spend the cash before I pass on. Nobody spinning the story like Johnny when I pass, y'all. They done tried to blackball, but my heart a blackball. There's a difference in popping and briefly being racked off. I hear a BB gun and I'm already starting my Black Hawk. When that bitch on your roof ain't no 50 at your back long. This that white tee, no suit. These bullets metaphoric, but test my will I shoot. And I be from the country, I ain't rocking with no deuce. Pistol longer than a Lincoln limousine, so boot. This ain't pop country on Bluetooth. This my redneck and death wounds, resilience ringing new tune. Barefoot, still suede smooth, the white boy with the soul. You can call my own style.
Hey,
the
if
light
you can hear me, just
voice
give me
can
a-
shine bright, plasma cutting
me
with
know in
the
the
pro
chat.
tools. Contradicted propaganda headlines say I'm old news. These motherfuckers lying. Shit, I'm the one that you owe, fool. I must be kin to Uncle Sam. My tax royalties from these dudes. They skin color crystal, cause they the ones that I see through. Double crossing crackers know when they see me, they see too. And wonder why they missing. Keep on failing the mission and missing from the church, cause they think they out. Purple rain, Princeton. Purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Not even lightning can strike me, kill the flow that's in my veins. They tried to dam me up, but now they circle swim in the banks. And I'm Huckleberry bitching up church for certain names. Down south, we drown them out, raise the roof, Louisiana A. Shout out everybody down the road with the one lane. Bubba, keep the Hank Hill, pocket full of propane. Bitch, I'm Forrest Bondurant, it drives these people insane. I'll probably die from pneumonia. You critics got some shit aimed. And when I die, my grave will read he was too sick. Say talking for the sky, the walking for the road. Killed the demons in the creek, but on the Grim Reaper's road. Broke in the devil's house, took a piss on top of stove. Only in the devil's kitchen, cause I'm robbing his home. I'm an angel, gone rogue. Say the talking for the sky and the walking for the road. Since the topic of discussion is really where my feelings at, my filter fell off in biblical cord. Dog, this shit a rap. Like church, stop squeezing. Industry limping, stop breathing. What you mean? I'm trying to rip his head off like an Indian chief. Shit, we ain't feeling your cheap shit. All these duplicate rock stars walking with cheap trees. Thinking that they fire for dropping your piece clip. Only hollow point they got is the dome they post a dank with. Their light bulb dimming. I hear rhymes without a reason, reading stories with no meaning, but your warriors never bleeding. 50 said that gotta be easy. Life is hard, but life is easy to me, and that don't be my reward. And this time
Hey, can you hear me now? Okay. Can everybody hear me? TikTok? Give me a heads up if you can hear me there. Sorry about that. I must have removed myself from stage or something. TikTok. Yeah, I'm seeing green lights and I'm speaking. Okay, good. Sorry about that, folks. Shit. A lot of people left too because they couldn't hear me. They didn't know what was going on. Sorry about that. Okay, so let me start over again. Yeah, I've been a minute since I've been here with y'all. I've been busy doing my life, doing shit. I was cruising at the beginning of this year on a cruise. I got to see the Caribbean and enjoy that. Eat a lot of food, drink a lot of drink, and got fat and happy, fat and sassy. Then I went on a really interesting ayahuasca retreat in Costa Rica. And that shit is a whole other video onto itself, let me tell you. Strange fucking, I mean, just an amazing experience. Lots of toxicity leaves your being. A lot of trauma heals, trauma you didn't even knew you had. If there was a, I could only go. I'll probably do a stream about that altogether. I'll just keep that for a separate topic. But interesting enough, how are you all been? How's everybody here been? Bambi off her meds, Gina G. How have you guys been? I've seen so much go on. Did it change your life? Yeah, I don't think you can have an experience like that and not change your life. Does it change who you are as a person? No. But it definitely helps you gain another perspective of things. But yeah, same old shit here, says Gina G. I tell you what, folks, like, there's so much drama up in this Creek Squad community. I come back, I got people messaging me, hey, did you hear this? Did you see this? Miss you. What's going on? So I'm gonna kind of start at the bottom. Yeah, exactly. Everything's exactly the same. Exactly. The Civil War inside, I'm gonna call it the Civil War inside Creek Squad, is very strange to me because if you're in Creek Squad, Creek Squad, at the top of that hierarchy is always going to be Ryan Upchurch, and a lot of people have started infighting, arguing with one another. The ACAL people have kind of come in and poisoned that a bit as well, as I can see. Those ACAL dick riders, man, they ride that dick so fucking hard. They're passing pregnancy tests with flying colors. I swear to God, Triple T's over there with his sister wife. Like, this is some fucking Mormon shit. They're fucking having ACAL's babies all together. But a lot of those people kind of snuck into the community and try to cause a lot of, angst and fighting with one another. But there are a lot of people that I know, that I like, that I've seen, that have just, I'm not going to name names, but have flipped their shit, right? Either they've gotten sick of the drama and left the community, or they've stopped watching other people, or they're gone against Ryan. Here's the thing, right? Ain't nobody have to be in the Creek Squad. Ain't nobody have to be a supporter of Ryan, right? All that shit is, it's not required. There's no gun to your head. But I think a lot of people have been incredibly pissed off that Ryan has brought Dagburn back into the fold, as it seems, and brought his mom back on the scenes. And they feel betrayed by Ryan because this is what I think. I think that they're like, well, hold on, Ryan. You told us that your mom embezzled your money from you. And we all seen what all the horrible things Dagburn has done and said to you and your friends. Like, remember when Dagburn told Kansas Rebel Man he was at fault his baby died? And like, he said a lot of really horrible shit. And to bring that guy back into the fold, like, what are you doing, Ryan? Right? Here's the thing. And this is something I'm going to tell people who need to hear it. Rock stars are incredibly fucked up people. They are incredibly degenerate. Okay? They do not occupy the same reality as you and I. And I'll give you some examples. I'm pretty well off. I own properties outright. I got some money in the bank. When I die, my little girls are going to get some money. They're each going to get a house. I am nowhere near Ryan's level, right? Like I am nowhere near Ryan's level. I cannot, as a musician, as a financial standing, I cannot play in that dude's same league. Ryan has fuck you money. I can't go and take 30 grand and just drop it for fun on some car or some vehicle. That's an investment for me. Like I got to go out there. I got to talk to my accountant. I got to say, how's this going to negatively impact me in the future? Do I need to go and start working again? You know, all those things have to come out of retirement. Like I'm not super old. I'm 45, but my point being is that like that's a big decision. Not for Ryan. Not for Ryan. Ryan's got fuck you money. Ryan don't have to make another song. He doesn't have to earn another dollar for the rest of his life. He's fucking fine. Okay. He can go do all the drugs in the world. He's fucking fine. Ain't nothing gonna happen to him that is gonna hurt him. CPS ain't gonna come in and take his kid, even if he was doing fucked up shit, like not paying enough attention to his kid. I've seen some ridiculous shit on the internet. Want to know why? Because Ryan's got fuck you money. Ryan would rather throw money at attorneys than settle out of court with anybody because he's got fuck you money. That's actually a designation on your tax forms. You got investments, low owned properties, fuck you money. That's column 3. You want to enter in a 4 for column 3 if you have fuck you money. Okay. And like he does. Dude has fuck you money. And imagine here, Bambi says, imagine if YouTube existed in the 70s. Oh my God. Oh my God. So you all like, well, I'm worried about Ryan. Don't be worried about Ryan. Ryan's fine. Right. And I'm going to tell you another thing. Ryan loves this drama. It's a cult of personality around him. It probably feeds his creativity in a way. Right. For example, like, let me just pull this up here. Let me remove this. I'm fucking like a really bad user of StreamYard. I haven't been on it for a while, so please forgive me. But like, let's go here and just add this screen here for Instagram. Okay.
Cowboy, just a loud mouth lost in the crowd noise. Playing on the bullet holes in the outlaw. And you ain't no motherfucking cowboy. You ain't no motherfucking cowboy. Just a loud mouth lost in the crowd noise. Lane brother pulling up with some river boys. And you ain't no motherfucking cowboy. Holla boys, we always on the strip. Cock a doodle do you chicken shit of a chicken strip. Hey, you ain't no motherfucking.
He could put this shit out like other people breathing, right? And yeah, he could throw his money away. He ain't gonna lose his money. Nobody need to worry about him losing his money, right? You don't need to worry about it. Ryan was very smart and is still smart because he does not involve a record label. Dude is DIY. He pays his own bills. He handles his own marketing. He's a marketing genius. You know, there's a group of people on the internet and they tend to get isolated and they think this is who Ryan is. This is his world. This is his fandom. But the people online are a very small part of Ryan's fandom. There are people who don't, even though Ryan is primarily an internet phenomenon, right? That's the number one place. His music is shared. He puts it out there. He has his troll videos and all that stuff. There are people out there who just Spotify his music, don't ever check into his own personal YouTube. Hundreds of thousands of people, right? So a lot of people become too personally invested in their fandom, right? If Ryan goes and blows all his money, that's his business. He's not making great music lately. I think he is. I mean, I just listened to that new track he's dropping Friday. I think that's fucking fire, right? I think a lot of people make these predictions, and you're entitled to your opinion, right? But I don't think so. I think he's making great music. He gets a hater, and it just feeds him. But here's my advice. Like, this is the whole point of the stream. There are people out there that are in this community who probably live like A&E hoarders, who got newspapers stacked up from like 1986, walls covered in fucking smoke residue, right? People whose bills got bills, people whose kids are fucking having pregnancy out of wedlock, and they're wholly and totally devoted to what's going on in Ryan's life. Okay. Why? Honestly, why? If you're one of those people, and I ain't talking to you, if you're not one of those people, I ain't talking to you, but if you're one of those people and I'm talking to you, why do you go back home and look in the mirror? So many of these people, they have no lives and they make this their soap opera. They make Ryan's life and the people that are coming in and out of it their soap opera, their reason for getting on the internet every day. That is fucking pathetic. I'm sorry, folks. There's so much more important stuff in life than fucking being addicted to the soap opera of Ryan Upchurch. Okay. And I tell you what, like this actually goes back to PBR because he's a perfect example of of what that shit can do to you if you're one of these people. You start to get so heavily involved and put so much of yourself into your fandom of Ryan Upchurch that you start to believe, like Dagburn and PBR, that you're owed something for your fandom. You're special. You're not like the guy who just tunes into Spotify. You're completely and totally invested in Ryan's, life and what's going on. Notice me, senpai. How can you not notice me? And they get angry when they don't get noticed, and then they turn like PBR. PBR, my fandom's not being recognized. So, and they get fucking weird, man. They get really weird, don't they? And, when people act weird like that, and Ryan does notice them, he just say, yeah, it's butthole lips. That's a fucking weirdo over there because you're acting weird at that point, right? Appreciate Ryan for what he is. He's a musician making music, and that's it. He's not your role model. That's the last person in the world. He occupies a completely different reality to us. He has fuck you money. What does that mean? It means he's beholden to no one or nothing. Very little is he beholden to. He has to pay taxes and die. That's about all we share between them. He's the first man in his family to fucking achieve not just success, but massive success, like generationally. And that's the one criticism I have of Ryan. I doubt Ryan will hear this, but if he does, here's my one criticism. It's not even a full criticism, right? You got a dude like Captain Kirk. I've seen his stuff. And, Ryan befriended him. Captain Kirk is just a regular dude. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly fine. He's got kids. He's got a job to go to. He's got bills to pay, like all of us. But he has to worry every month, like, okay, did I get enough hours to completely make that car payment or that insurance payment or that water bill, right? That's not a reality Ryan, occupies. He doesn't have to. He's got somebody who does that for him. So Ryan making friends with somebody like that, there's already a disparity in income between them and in lifestyle, okay? So Ryan can just say, you know what? I want to go to Daytona Beach tomorrow. Let's just go. I'll call up Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk can't do that because he's got a job to go to. He's got bills he's got to pay. He can't just say, he has to ask his employer, hey, I know I got 2 weeks vacation due. Can I go ahead and grab 5 days? I've been invited to this thing. And he can't, and then he can do it that one time, but maybe he can't keep doing it. So there becomes an economic disparity between them as friends, which means that if Ryan wants to keep Captain Kirk or Deerdorf or any of these dudes as friends, Ryan's going to have to foot the bill because they don't make money like Ryan. Okay. And that automatically makes an unequal relationship, right? If you have a friend in your friend circle who's constantly broke, that you're having to pay for everything, you're going to start to feel a bit up your back about it. You're going to like, hey man, why can't you ever pay for a round of drinks? Like, what's going on there? Are you using me? Now, obviously, Kirk isn't using him. It's just, that's the way it is. So you're constantly going to be in a situation. And if you become someone's, say, a full-time member of Ryan's entourage, like this Ripa guy was, or Deerdorf, almost like Ryan has to take them on like a pet. He has to make sure they have healthcare, food, rent paid, a place to live, because their time's devoted to the entourage. They don't have time to go out there and make a regular living or much time because they're currently in that entourage. Ryan, my point being is Ryan doesn't need to be hanging out with dudes like Captain Kirk. He needs to be hanging out with dudes like Zach Bryan, who are on his level, who have that kind of money. They can just go off to fucking Daytona Beach or Miami or whatever, or just say, hey, fuck it, let's go to, Idaho and hunt deer for a week. Joe Rogan type kind of shit, right? That's my point. And that's my criticism of Ryan. You're trying to make friends out of fans. And that's such a dicey area, right? Because you're automatically going to have that disparity financially in your friendship. And that's, as try as you might try to make that's not like a big deal, but it's definitely going to rear its head, right? For example, let's just say Ryan needs a friend. He's having a bad day. He's not feeling good. I'm not going to talk about anybody specifically. And Ryan wants that friend. So he calls up a guy, maybe Captain Kirk, maybe not. One of these internet friends he has. This internet friend gets into their 5 or 6 year old, 7-year-old car, drives 5 or 6, 7 hours to get to his house, hang out with him all night, make sure Ryan doesn't, hurt himself, or, Ryan just has someone to talk to, a real friend. And then that guy's got to go drive 7 more hours and get to work late. Okay. They don't occupy. And that friend is going to think, you know what? Like, I was there for Ryan, but like, I'm going to lose my job now. That's like a big deal. That has an impact. Ryan should not be making friends out of his fans. You need to let your fans, Ryan, be fans. Okay. Let them enjoy your music, come to your concerts. If you want to give your fans something, give it without expectation. Like Ryan's given more houses and cars to people that he thought need them that we've never even heard of. Right. And that shit's made him paranoid too. Right. All that has a negative effect on Ryan. It has a negative effect on the fan that he's made a friend out of. You need to have that dividing line there. Okay. Like, as I said, I am not crazy rich by any means. I'm okay. I'm well off. I don't have to work another day. Thank God I don't. I'm 45. I have Crohn's disease. It would be hell for me to have to work. But I definitely have to think before I make financial decisions. I can't just go and say, you know what? I don't like living on Ghost Ranch anymore. I have to go buy this other house. I can't just go and do that. That's like, I don't have that kind of fuck you money. Right. And that's the reality of my situation, the reality of most of our situations. A house is a once in a lifetime purchase for a lot of people, right? Some people, they don't ever really own their house. They get to age 70 and they might finally own it, and then they die and they leave it hopefully to their kids, or they do that reverse mortgage shit when they get the money back out of the house and they can live in it till they die, which is shitty. I hate that. Folks, if you're in a position to leave a house to your family, leave it to one of them, one of the kids or something. Start creating generational wealth. It's so important for society. But anyway, that's my point. That's my advice. If y'all are out there, and if you're one of these people that feels betrayed by Ryan because Ryan has done X, Y, or Z in his personal life, like bringing that shithead Gobble back into his life, or his mom, or made this decision or that decision, or you think he's on drugs. Of course he's on fucking drugs. He's a fucking rock star. That's what they do. If a rock star doesn't do drugs, what the fuck are they? All the music you love and listen to has been created by people on fucking drugs. If that blows your mind, I don't know what to tell you. It's the facts. Okay. Jimi Hendrix, LSD, The Doors, fucking heroin. They're all doing drugs. These people, I have a theory. I'm still developing it. I come from I don't say a family of musicians. I come from a family of a lot of things, but I've been in that world. I'm not going to say more than that. I've been in that world. I've been adjacent to that world. I've been in that world. I've known these people. I've known rock stars or musicians that you probably know and be surprised that I knew, but I'm going to tell you something. They're just regular people. There's zero. The only thing special about them is their musical gift that we as a society put up on a pedestal. We say, wow, you can make this music that makes me feel a certain way. You're a god. They're not a god. they're some of the most fucked up people you're ever going to meet, right? There are people out there that they can't go out on stage without being blinding drunk because they'll just start vomiting, having convulsions and shaking like AD going outside. Okay? They can't do it. And there are people out there that how many rock stars you know have tons of kids, illegitimate kids they've never paid a child support payment for. They don't know. It happens all the fucking time. Rock stars are horrible fucking people. They're just horrible people with a lot of money. Okay? So don't be looking at Ryan as your moral compass. Please, folks, don't do it. It is not worth it. It is not smart. Let Ryan be Ryan. Appreciate him for what he is. In fact, that should be a rule that everyone has with everybody in their lives. Okay? When people start thinking they're owed something, that's the problem. Everybody who's in your life, accept them at face value for who they are, not who you want them to be. And if having my ayahuasca trip in fucking Costa Rica has taught me anything, you have to take people at face value for who they are right then and there. If you're dating or married to a man who's cheating on you, that's who he is. He's not gonna change. That's who he is. So you either need to be cool with being cheated on or get the fuck out of the relationship. Okay? That goes with everything in life. Don't ever try to invest in another human being for what you want them to be. Accept them for what they are on the surface of it. Okay? Even if you think that particular person has the potential to be amazing, we all have that potential. We're all made in God's vision. Okay? We're all made in God's vision. We're all made in his likeness. Perfection. God has the ability to do everything. So why wouldn't we? We do. But so few people can't get out of their own way. So always take somebody for who they are on the surface. Right now, who's Ryan? Ryan's telling you who he is. Believe him. Listen to his music. Enjoy his music. Go to his concerts. And just appreciate that gift for what it is. And if you don't like his music, then why the fuck are you paying him attention? And that's a serious question. If you don't like Ryan's music, if you don't like him as a person, why are you giving him attention? Is it to escape from your own problems? I think a lot of people are. Like I was saying, there's a lot of fuckers out in this community. I guarantee you, like if you walked into their house, you'd start vomiting because it's so disgustingly dirty. There's, they got fucking newspapers from 1994 laying on their fucking bed. Like there's people out there who their kids are just like they can't read or fucking write. Then let's just say that you're not somebody with huge problems in your life. I guarantee you ain't perfect. I'm not perfect. We could all engage in a lot more self-improvement. And it's hard. It's really fucking hard. I get it, man. I get it. It's absolutely hard. Hey, Damn Yankee, good to see you. Damn Yankee's a perfect example. Wonderful lady. Damn Yankee's a fucking survivor. She had to live, and she lived a certain period of her life with probably one of the most narcissistic, mentally ill, gaslighting pieces of shit on the planet known as PBR. If y'all don't know, and I'm sure she's not proud of it, she was married to PBR. Just physically violent, mentally abusive, and she fucking survived that. At one point in time, I guarantee you, Damn Yankee said, this is who he is. I got to stop thinking he'll be better. And what did she do? She got the fuck out. Smart lady. I have nothing but respect for you, Damn Yankee. I really do. Because there's so many people out there that would stay with a piece of shit like PBR, but you fucking walked away and you made your life better. And for that, I have in so much respect for you. Sorry to make you the focus of the conversation, by the way. You just walked in here to say hi. So that goes back to it. Like, you'll definitely become like PBR. This is a dark fandom a lot of people are entering right now. You feel that Ryan Upchurch has somehow betrayed you by making the life choices he's made in his own life. I might think they're dumb decisions. I personally wouldn't let Patsy back into my life if she really was an embezzler. I certain as fuck wouldn't let Gobble anywhere near me. That dude has said enough independently to be a huge red flag. They're not choices I would make, but I don't feel betrayed because Ryan made those choices. He's done it for a reason. We can say it's 4D chess. Excuse me, chess. We could say that it's misguided or he's on drugs. Like I said before, of course he's on drugs. He's a rock star. That's what they do. All the music you love has been made by people on drugs. But anyway, I don't want to see any more Creekers going into dark fandom. Appreciate Ryan for who he is. Someone who makes music that you like. You can go and see him in concert and enjoy his music, but stop trying to get involved into his personal life. It's almost like soap opera meets worldwide wrestling extreme or WWE or whatever it's called now. Right? It really is like that. There are so many of these people in this community are so heavily invested in what Ryan does or doesn't do, who's in his life or who isn't. It becomes dark because they invest all this time that no one asked him to invest. Ryan didn't say, I want you to invest this much time in my own life. He never said that. These people do it anyway, and then they feel like they're owed something, right? And that's when that fandom becomes dark. That's what happened with PBR. PBR said to himself, I'm this car guru, which he wasn't. And, he wasn't a car guru, but he thought he had figured it out. He cracked the Kylie Rodney case because he knew that the back of her vehicle couldn't independently open on its own or some shit. I don't even know if he really knew that or not. It doesn't matter. But Ryan was really into it at that time, and he didn't notice PBR. PBR didn't come up on Ryan's radar for saying that. So PBR got mad and he turned on Ryan. He didn't get the noticing that he thought he should get. So he got really spicy and angry about it and decided to be anti-Ryan. Ryan's probably going to do more fucked up shit. We're all fucked up, damn Yankee. We all make mistakes. We continually make mistakes. Ain't none of us perfect. And he's going to continue to do things that you may not like, which is why I tell people, don't get involved in a recording artist's personal life. There's nothing there but chaos and drama. Instead, I recommend every one of you take that time and invest it into yourselves. Make your own life better. Right now, you could be maybe doing something for one of your kids or grandkids. Instead of listening to me talk about this bullshit. Right now, instead of clicking in there and obsessing over Instagram posts that Ryan or somebody in his former circle of friends made about Ryan, you can be doing something to improve yourself. Maybe go for a walk, something small. Maybe you could finally get those tax forms done that you've been avoiding. It could be something you do for your own self-improvement, but something for your own peace of mind. Some of y'all getting too damn deep. And if I'm not talking to you, I'm not talking to you. But if I am talking to you and you think, oh shit, that's me, this is your alarm. This is your alarm call. Wake up. Okay? You're letting shit in your life slip because you're so invested in the soap opera, the drama that is Ryan's. And you may not want to hear that. There's people that probably don't want to hear that. They'd rather be distracted. They don't want to have to go look in that mirror because that mirror does not paint a good picture. But I guarantee you, if you start putting your effort towards improving yourself versus being emotionally invested and have your time invested in Ryan's life, you're going to feel a lot better at the end of the day. Don't enter that dark fandom. That's my warning to y'all. And you can all tell me to fuck off, by the way. That's perfectly fine. But I just seen that. I've been in the bushes. I've seen you guys, right? And a lot of you guys are getting used too. Right? What do you mean, Dan Redbeard? Gotcha Man used the Creek Squad community. I'll say it to his face. He came in there and acted like, yeah, I'm a Creek Squatter. I'm friends with all you guys. And he never fucking even liked Ryan Upchurch's music. He pretended like he did. And y'all thought because he was shitting on Gobble that, oh, okay, he's one of us. And then he turns on you and starts he feels like he can get more fans and more viewers from being anti Ryan Upchurch than he can be being pro Ryan Upchurch, which is why he's all up in Triple T's fucking chats and shit. Let me tell you what Gotcha Man wants to do. Gotcha Man wants to be Tom Segura. He idolizes Tom Segura. Gotcha Man wants to have an internet presence, isn't it? He wants to have his own he wants to be able to have his own internet personality. He wants to have a jumping off point, and he's funny. He's got some funny shit, so it lures you in, especially when he's shitting on somebody that you don't like, right? And you watch it because you're like, yeah, I hate that guy too, right? But he is not Creek Squad. He is not a Ryan Upchurch fan. I guarantee you, he's probably never listened to a Ryan Upchurch song all the way through. Okay, he's piggybacking off that community. Now he's piggybacking off the Triple T community. And he's using you because he wants to develop his own community, his own cult of personality around him. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. A lot of people do that. But yeah, like you're getting used, right? He used you to make his own community, to have you stick with him. And so that's what Gotcha Man's doing. You know what? Gotcha Man, if he listens to this, he wants to talk about how he's changed his life. Gotcha Man wants to say, oh, you know what? I'm not that drug addict anymore. I'm a dude who pays his exceptionally expensive light bill every month. Like, you should get a reward for that, right? And he doles out life advice to people like Gobble, which, I mean, come on, that's easy to do. Dude's a fucking train wreck. But he's just a regular guy paying his bills. Nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing. But one thing I've never heard Gotcha Man do was to apologize or make amends to any of the people that he wronged while he was a drug addict. Gotcha Man would just like you say, oh, it's just the drugs and I'm not on drugs anymore, so I'm okay. Blame the drugs for everything. Bullshit. I guarantee you, to pay for those drugs, Gotcha Man ripped somebody off. Gotcha Man didn't pay somebody back who he's supposed to pay back. Gotcha Man wronged a lot of people on the way, because you cannot be that addicted to drugs and not be stealing or conning or doing something. And I've never heard Gotcha Man take responsibility for that. And in fact, if you look at it, Dagburn, Johnny Gobble, all these dudes, there are so many freaking criminals in our community. Dudes that been arrested but somehow didn't do time, like Gobble, because they're a snitch, or dudes that like did their time, like Gotcha Man. Do not be taking life advice from these fucking dudes, folks. These are not fucking people that you want to look up to. The smartest thing you can do is look at them, listen to their stories, and not do that shit. Okay? Don't do that shit. Do the right thing. Okay? I'm sorry I'm ranting and raving at all y'all. But I've just seen this, and I've seen so many good people slipping. So many good people slipping into this dark fandom because Ryan's done this with that. At the end of the day, he's fine, folks. Dude's got millions in the bank. He's going to be making more. Playing victimisms. Exactly. He's fine. He's got fuck you money. He don't like his house, he just goes and gets another one. I can't do that. You can't do that. Ryan can do that. He's going to be fine. Do not lose sleep over his life decisions, however fucked up you may think they be. And believe me, he's not dumb. You can't get to that point of personal success and be a moron. It's just not possible. It's like these people who tell me, the liberals, the leftists, Donald Trump is dumb. He's a moron. Oh, really? Then why does he have literally millions of dollars and the most highest positions, leader of the free fucking world, not just leader of the United States, but leader of the free world? So, but Trump's an idiot then. Oh, okay. They said the same thing about George Bush too. Oh, he's a chimpanzee. He's a moron. You know, his dad got him. No, you can't. You might appear stupid to play people along, but you can't achieve that level of success that he has achieved in his life and be an idiot. I'm sorry, you can't be. And you might think his bad decisions are bad decisions, as I do. I think any kind of association with Gobble on any level is a horrible fucking idea. But I guarantee you, he has a reason for it. Whether it's a 4D chess move or whether it's Ryan just deciding, you know what, I don't want to hate no more. He's got a reason for it. And it doesn't mean you have to like, doesn't mean you have to like Dagburn, doesn't mean you have to like Ryan. What it does mean, though, is that you have to accept that he's made that decision for whatever reason. Okay? And I think if you want to be like Rusty Truck and keep a log and a vault of all the stupid shit, all the hypocritical shit people say, by all means do it. Thank God somebody's doing it, because these people come out and try to gaslight the shit out of you. Another thing, y'all calling people chomos way too fucking much. Okay. I went in for like the first time in months. I went into somebody's chat. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Rusty Trucks chat, or I can't remember. And I just said hi to a couple folks, and some dude I don't even know came out of there and said, "Oh, this is the guy who's supports Gobble the Chomo." What? He's a supporter of Gobble, Chomo supporter. I support a Chomo supporter. I don't support Gobble. He's there in Gobble's community. What? Dude, you don't even know me. You clearly don't know me. I've never been Team Gobble. And just essentially doesn't even know me, and is calling me one of the worst things you can call another human being. Okay. There are chomos out there. I would not be surprised to find that PBR is one of them. Sorry to anyone here who likes PBR, but that dude's creepy on a level that I can't even comprehend. But other than that, other than people who have actually been convicted as being child molesters, there's no child molesters in this community. Okay. Other than the ones that have been convicted, like the guy Gobble was trying to be friends with. Clearly that dude's a child molester because he was convicted of it. And I don't think he should be given a second chance. Those people can't be healed, and they cause irreparable harm to children. And, I don't think it completely ruins their lives, but it doesn't do them any damn good, and it gives them a lot of trauma they have to work past. To say their lives are ruined, to say they're ruined people, and they're not. But yeah, sick fuckers that I think they all need to go in the wood chipper personally. But you can't be sitting there calling somebody you disagree with or don't like their opinion a child molester. That's some fucking whacked out shit. Don't do that. Okay? Don't buy into that. If someone starts trying to spread a rumor about somebody in the community that you don't like, and they say, "Oh, that guy's a child molester," don't go say, "Okay, I believe you." So fuck you. Provide some paperwork. If you're saying this guy's a chomo, you better be able to back it up. Don't be calling people that. You can say, "I think he's an asshole. I think he's an idiot. I think his opinion's wrong. I think he's got fucking teeth like Snaggletooth," or talks to himself in the shower and fucking means it like Snacky, right? But don't be calling people those kinds of things when they're not those things. Have enough respect for yourself to not do that, okay? Ain't no one gonna bring me down to that level, no matter how much I dislike them, okay? Speaking of Gobble, he's got a lot of work to do in this life on himself. I think we know that. That's evident in everything that he says. But something magical happens when two pieces of shit collide. What are you talking about, Dan Redbeard? Okay, I'll tell you. I saw on the internet, and this brought me no unending joy. Triple T, sorry, he's a piece of shit. I don't care. He's a piece of shit now. I don't know what he was back when he got those purple hearts or whatever, but he's a piece of shit now. I'm sorry, he really is. But Triple T decides he's going to put on his drive up from Louisiana to go to Gobble's hometown and fucking confront him, and ends up getting bitch slapped. I mean, I fucking hate Gobble. I think he's a lowlife, but that shit was fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I have to take the situation at face hand. And at that point in time, two dudes got out of fucking Triple T's truck. Triple T and some other dude. I don't know who that was. If nobody knows, you can tell me in the chat. And Gobble walks up and just bitch slaps fucking Triple T like he owes some money. And the thing is, I can enjoy that without liking Gobble. I mean, I can take it for the face value that it is, and it's freaking hilarious, man. I mean, it really is, if you think about it. And then, not only did that happen, but Triple T gets out of his truck and doesn't do anything. He's backing up. And everybody can talk a lot of shit on the Gobbles, and they should, because they're fucking worthless. But one thing you can't fault Melinda Gobble for is not backing up her man, right? She backs up her man. I mean, He ain't much of a man, but she fucking backed him up. She got out that car. She's ready to throw down too. Like, you can say a lot of shitty things. The gobbles are snitches. Yeah, probably. They're probably drug abusing scumbags who steal money from their daughter's fucking settlement money. But he did fucking deliver that slap, and that shit was fucking hilarious. And that shows growth on some kind of level, I guess. I don't know for who. But that shit was fucking golden. I'm sorry. I know it's old news for all you folks, but it's new news for me as of like 2 weeks ago. That shit's fucking hilarious. To drive up all that way from Louisiana, what, 4 hours? 4-hour drive? Someone tell me if I'm wrong. And to get bitch slapped by Gobble after all that shit you talked. How Triple T has the will to go back on the internet after that blows my mind. It really does. Like, if I got bitch slapped by Gobble, you would never ever fucking see me on here again. I'd be gone. I couldn't do it. Right? I couldn't do it. I couldn't show my face again. I'm sorry, folks. Like, that is like a level of lowness. I would have to go back and seriously contemplate all the decisions that I led myself up to that point in time. I'm what? And to be honest, like, I love seeing it because Triple T's a piece of shit. Okay. He really is. Anybody who creeps on kids like that, their carts, baggers gone wild. That shit was creepy. He's done other creepy shit. He hides creepy shit. Dude's a creep. Sorry. He's just a creep. And that's what I think he is now. Honestly, someone told me that to get those Purple Hearts, he took a lot of brain damage, and that's why he acts the way he acts now. That's probably true. He probably is brain damaged. And that's sad. But okay, he sure is proud. I see a commemorative tattoo in Johnny's future. He should. Johnny should absolutely get a tattoo on his back of that scene. I think he should. I think that's like one of his only good moments in Johnny's life of success, right? Like, what else has he done on that level of success? I can't think of anything, right? He's a failure as a man. He's a failure as a father. He was a shitty drug addict. He's a failure as a prisoner because all he did was fucking snitch on other dudes. But god damn it, he fucking succeeded by slapping the shit out of fucking Triple T's mouth. Oh my god. I mean, you'd have to be brain damaged to get yourself in that situation. You'd have to be brain damaged to show your face on the internet after that. Oh my god. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know how Triple T fucking even looks at himself in the mirror. I really don't. I couldn't live with that level of shame. Maybe he's more developed than I am, because I cannot live with that level of shame. But that shit was magical. But that's all I'll give Gobble, because that's all he deserves. Everything else, he's been a total piece of shit. Beating on ex-wives and stealing his daughter's fucking settlement money. You know, but it shows that there's at least some good left in Gobble's life, you know, in his existence, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, folks. But anyway, back to the main point of all this. Do not let your fandom of Ryan become dark. If you can't help but go down that dark path like PBR and Gobble, then walk away. Don't become a fan no more. Do not waste that time out of your life to be negative. It is not worth it. There's so much more you could be doing in your lives. Excuse me, folks. I know y'all got personal problems out there. I know y'all have shit you're avoiding. I know y'all have shit you're procrastinating on. We all do. And y'all, I'll say this, and I ain't trying to be mean, but Ryan's fucking got fuck you money. He's crazy rich. He's not stupid. He's got that level in life. And if he blows it all, like you think he will, fine. Let him blow it all. Let him see. Okay? That's the lesson he has to learn in life. If that's the case. But, excuse me, folks, for the talking, but do not debase yourself into becoming one of these dark fandom people who ignore all their own children and personal life and their own problems and shit they need to get sorted to be a Ryan hater. That's all I'm saying. Tim Yankee says, I'm here for the new house misadventures. Oh God, that's going to be hilarious. Like, how did that happen, damn Yankee? How the hell did Gobble get a house? Like, that blows my mind. Like, are we entering another subprime mortgage crisis? Because I can't believe he got approved for a mortgage. Something had to happen there. I mean, that don't make sense to me. That math don't math. Like, she's not been in her job long enough. She got like fired as a nurse, so it couldn't be under her name. We know Johnny Gobble don't have no money, so I don't know what the deal is there. 1 second, folks. I'll be right back. But yeah, that shit's hilarious. But like, I'm not going to waste my time and energy on trying to figure out how Gobble got a mortgage. The Lord works in mysterious ways is all I can guess. You know, nor am I going to. It's a deep. Charlie Kirk's death affected me very deeply. I cried a lot over that. I'm not ashamed to say, way more than I thought I would. But I'm not even going to devote time out of my life to that anymore. The conspiracy theories or this or that. There's too much shit I have and too little of time I have to get it done in. Really, like, so that kind of leads me on to the next thing. This channel, this is might probably be one of my last kind of Gobble, Triple T, Creek Squad community posts. I'm definitely going to be going on to a new direction on this channel. I've recorded a lot of music that I've made, video of me making it, playing all the instruments. I need to edit it together and put it out. I want to start making this kind of like my channel for my music that I'm going to be putting out. Just, you know, for fun, to get it out there, to have an audience. There's 360 odd of you who are subscribed. Maybe some of you would like to watch and listen. Probably going to do some more current event stuff and chats as well. I've invested in some lighting, rigging, and I have invested in a couple of cameras, so I'm going to set that up. But I just kind of wanted to, most importantly, was to see this civil war and Creek Squad and the damage it's doing to the people who are partaking in it, and namely the people that are fans of Ryan, who've invested themselves so heavily that they're getting torn up over the decisions he's making in his personal life. Don't be that person. Don't waste that energy on that shit. Damn Yankee says, Mike just came out of nowhere. Came out of nowhere, right? That money just came out of nowhere. That money just came out of nowhere, y'all. I mean, it was her settlement money that she got for being in an accident that I stole. The best part of that whole story was the 3-wheeler or 4-wheeler that Johnny supposedly bought his daughter with her own money, and then it just went disappeared. It got stolen. I guarantee you Johnny was the one to quote unquote steal it. Ain't no one gonna take something from Johnny. He ain't gonna be looking high and low for that money. He ain't gonna let anything go. So that was your answer, that he was ultimately the thief of that, I bet. Dildo Faggins, what a name. I bet you just love it when people say that name. What you drinking? Water. You gotta drink water, folks. You gotta drink water. It's so important. I have a well on this house, and I have a filter system on it that I get checked every couple of years and get the water tested. And it's great water. The pH level, the balance is right. You gotta drink water, folks. Some of us just hate drinking water. We'd rather drink like Pepsi or something like that, and then we wonder why we all get this fucking cancers constantly. And it's a fucked up world. Did you see what RFK Jr. recently announced? It was all the Tylenol and paracetamol. They're all acetaminophen. I think that's how you say it. And that's what's been causing the autism. It wasn't really it was the pain relief to give children and give to mothers who are in utero that is causing all this horrible fucking autism That's mind blowing coming from the health department. I mean, I saw that and I was just like, wow, that actually makes sense. Because what do they always tell you? You know, with your small kid, oh, if they have a fever from this, vaccine, give them a Tylenol. And the fact that is causing autism, that the facts are there that show that is a leading cause of it. That's just mind blowing. And because we really, as a society, really do abuse unconsciously a lot of these, pain relievers like ibuprofen and paracetamol and Tylenol. It's messed up. But all I drink is water. Yeah, that's good on you, Gina G. Good on you. It's so important, right? Like, there are dudes that, you see them go into like Quick Trip and they get like a 40 ounce or whatever, some gigantic container of soda, and they drink that and they go in and get more. And it's like, I don't know why I have diabetes. It's like, well, because you're fucking mainlining sugar constantly. Sugar is so bad for you folks. Like, people, they want to start these campaigns against drugs. They see that, say like, oh, I think sugar is worse than meth. I really do. Not as bad as fentanyl, but it's fucking worse than meth in my opinion, because it just kills you from the inside. It makes people obese. It makes them fucking slow. It gives them diabetes. And they're all getting little dopamine hits off all the sugar they eat all day long. And they put sugar in fucking everything. They put sugar in meat. It's so hard to escape sugar. I absolutely agree. All the stuff that's added to food. Yeah, they may have all these things like where they try to prolong the life of wheat or whatever. It's all chemicals. It's not good for you. We need to get back to life. Like in the 1950s and 60s, they started pushing, quote unquote, light into the 70s and 80s, light food options, which are just basically, we made them light was they had less fat, but they had more carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates and sugars. And who paid for a lot of that was the Heart Disease Association. And they wanted to push these things to make these lifestyle changes, and heart disease went up. Right. So the dudes that were like eating red meat and potatoes for dinner every day started getting fucking more heart disease in our society. Like, obviously you can tell from the way I'm talking, I'm not a doctor, but I think that we're really poisoning ourselves, and we're poisoning our kids, and it's having massive effects on our society. Like when I was a kid, you had like one fat kid in class, right? And and he wasn't even, compared to the kids today, he wasn't even really that fat. Like, he's a little bit chubby, and he wore Husky jeans from Walmart. But like now the whole classroom is full of these fucking fat kids, man. And it's like, dude, don't fucking hell, man. They're all fat kids. Like, to be a skinny kid is rare. Now, when my kid goes to school here in Ireland, they're leading a bit of a better life. We don't have them all fat, but like, there's some chubby ones, man. And you don't want to say it to a kid. You don't want to mess with their confidence and shit. But like, what are your parents feeding you? It's messed up. Dildo Faggins says he's a fat dildo. You need some attention, Dildo Faggins. Has life not been showing you what you want today? You want to smoke in a hospital? I mean, if you're going to troll, you're going to have to do better than that, my man. Like, what you want to say, Dildo Faggins? Tell us all about it. You're a fat dildo. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. At least you're guaranteed to get some action. All right. Dildos are never lonely. There's always some gay dude who wants to stick a dildo up his butt. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, man. Anyway, I guess I'm going back to my point. Instead of investing in dark fandom on Ryan Upchurch, if you're one of those people, invest in your own life. There is so much you can be doing to improve your life. I'm not perfect by any fucking means. I definitely have things I need to improve in my life. So that's what I'm going to be doing with this channel, mainly trying to get my music out there and make that the most important thing. Mark safe from male beeholes. I don't know, man. I saw Dildo Faggins. I saw Johnny's, his pleasure room. Do you remember that, folks? Well, he went into that empty department and found those sex toys in there that he didn't know where they came from. Do you guys remember that shit? Walked into a room from a room of dildos. I don't know where these came from, y'all. Picks them up, starts sniffing them. This one smells like shit. Hey, Melinda, look what I found. Melinda, look what I found over here. I'm just worried about you. Like, is that your trauma, Dildo Faggins? You want to tell us what really happened? We'll accept you. Yes, it just came out of nowhere, y'all. I've been blessed in my life with the ability to heal dead dogs and get mystery money and dildo out of the skies, out of nowhere, y'all. I mean, you have to admit, he is entertaining. I mean, Johnny Gobble's a piece of shit, but he's an entertaining piece of shit. Okay, folks. Well, listen, thank you all for being here today. I appreciate it. I'm going to cut this live off. I'm going to leave it up for anybody who wants to watch it. I really appreciate each and every one of you, even Dildo Faggins, for coming in here today and sharing and listening. I'm going to be doing more on this channel in the future. I got my message out there that I wanted people to hear, and I appreciate you listening to it. And I thank you for your time, because I know that costs something. That's worth something. It's worth a lot for you to spend this last hour listening to me rant and rave about bullshit. And I hope all of you have a wonderful day. And I sincerely appreciate it, folks. I'll be back here soon. I promise. This time I really will. No, I've got content I need to edit down and start uploading. And I have new songs and new music I need to put out there. And this is the best account. Why go and make a new account when I've already got 360 of you wonderful people here already subbed to me, and people that I genuinely like and that are funny. And thank you, Dan Yankee. Thank you, Gina G. Thank you, Louisiana High Ride. And thank you, Dildo Faggins, for joining. I wondered, like, Dildo Faggins, question. Is that the name you got when you were in the Shire? Did that come to you? And if so, how? I think it's an important question to ask. Lots of shit goes down there in the Shire, that in Middle Earth, that we don't know about. I think maybe you might have an inside track there. We need to get up and interview you here at some point in time. Stay well, Dan Yankee. Thank you so much. Peace out, folks. Have a wonderful day.